Right, I am waiting for my 3-minute porridge to be ready. I have confessed to Jenny that I forgot to put her yoghurt in the fridge last night before I went to bed.
Well, so did I, so it was a joint effort at forgetting.
And yet again, I am dressed in boring neutrals, and Jenny has...
Dungarees number 3.
Dungas number 3, like Galaxy run and fly dungarees.
I'll put this underneath when I'm on my way, because then I can get to all my pockets.
So cool. Yeah, I need to up my dungaree game, absolutely.
You need to start your dungaree game.
Yeah, excellent point.
Fun.
Well, I mean, I think it might need a bit longer. It looks like the gruel from the Oliver Twist film.
Yeah, see, I would have gone with the So Simple ones and just done 2, I think, because at least you put milk in them.
I don't think I've ever had Oats So Simple.
Oh yeah, no, we have them at home because it's easy for me and the kids to
Okay.
chuck together.
Well, remind me for next year.
I'll even bring you sachets.
Oh, special. It's Sunday. My phone is wonky. There we go. Sunday's always the quieter day at Wonderwool. The doors have not long opened. What is it? 10:30. And a lot of people don't buy on the first day, they buy on the second day. And there's always first pass rules where people like to do 1 lap anyway before they spend any money. So we'll see how busy we get today. It's always a more peaceful day. Jenny's hopped off the stand to go and have a wander round. I'll do the same later. I want to make sure that I find the catwalk fashion show to film some bits for you, because that's always good fun. And I want to find a couple of vendors from each hall that I can ask if I can do some sort of closer up filming rather than just wandering around. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be another busy day. I found Andrea of Yarn and Yarns. Tell me why you came to see me.
Because...
Oh, that wasn't what I was thinking of.
I bought lunch.
The sandwiches.
Yeah. And I also bought
a skein of orange yarn.
Orange
yarn.
Had to be done.
And you know what it's for. It's not wanton purchasing.
It isn't wanton purchasing. I'm trying to avoid wanton purchasing, but I'll come back later and let you know how that goes.
Oh, okay.
But it's to add to some stash yarn, so I'm being good for a colourwork cake.
Another one.
Yeah. All of the sweaters.
All of the sweaters all the time. I see no problem with that. Well, hopefully you'll enjoy a little bit of spending. It's hard to come here for the whole day and not buy anything.
Exactly. I've got a budget, and I've bought cash with me this year to try and
sensible.
Stop the temptation to get the cards out. So
yeah.
Like I say, I'll come back and let you know how that goes.
Excellent. I bought 1 project bag yesterday.
Oh, did you? The sweater project bag?
Yes. There's a lovely lady. I don't think I've shown it on the podcast. A lovely lady called Cassiopeia. Beautiful bag for £30.
Amazing.
And I said, thank you very much. You should have charged me £40.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I've bought.
Very restrained.
I do need buttons for this cardigan because this was a lockdown finished object, Little Waves by Goodwin Johnson, and it's never had buttons. And still no textile garden. I think maybe she's not doing shows anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know.
There must be other places that have got buttons.
There's a place with ceramic buttons I might go and have a look at. And Jenny found driftwood buttons somewhere.
Did you manage to have a good look around yesterday? Or did you? If I see buttons on my travels, I'll make a note and let you know.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of the show, and you can come and confess your purchases later. I've nipped out to Hall 1, and the weather is apocalyptic. Look, it's running off the roofs. So it's not long until the Sheepwalk fashion show. So I thought I'd head in and see what we can have a look at. Okay, I have found buttoned up porcelain buttons handmade in the UK. I'll leave a link to them down below in the show notes. And as you all know, I have been desperately in need of buttons for my Little Waves cardigan for years. And I have to say, if I don't find some buttons on this stand, there is no hope for me. They are absolutely beautiful. I particularly like these leaf ones. Well, there's some with just the vein outlines. And also beautiful little trinket dishes. perfect for keeping just a handful of stitch markers on. Are you up for a bit of a chat? Go on, introduce yourself.
I'm Judith, and I'm the person behind all the buttons, so I make them all on the kitchen table. I have
Oh wow, on the kitchen table?
Yes, I have a big kitchen table.
Okay, good.
I have a cross husband.
And are they kiln fired or?
They are, so they all get fired twice. So they dry out, so I make the buttons, I put decorations on the buttons.
Yeah.
And then they have a first firing. After the first firing, I can then decorate them all with all the colours.
Okay. Yeah.
They get glaze put on, they get fired again.
Fantastic.
So the simplest buttons are handled 12 times.
Wow.
From the lump of clay to being finished.
That's a lot of work.
Some of them have a lot of, they are a lot of work, but it's nice to do it.
Yeah.
Each button takes about 2 weeks to make.
Okay.
But I make a lot at a time. I do a big batch.
You can do a batch of them.
With the plant material, because that's seasonal, I only have a short length of time which I can do it.
Oh, that's fantastic. And presumably it's hand wash only?
No.
No?
The smaller ones will go through the washing machine.
Gosh.
So my medium-sized buttons and smaller will go through the wash, inside out 30 degrees.
Wow.
How I do my washing.
That's perfect.
And grandbaby has them on his clothes as well.
Oh.
So of course those go through the wash rather a lot.
The toddler test is
absolutely,
the absolute proof of
they
the
get
pudding.
They get road tested.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thanks for the chat.
That's
and
all right.
I think I might need some help to choose some buttons.
Okay.
Let's see what we can find. I have found Mid Wales Willow, who is the source of all the amazing walking past dragonflies on sticks I've been seeing. And their stand is just beautiful. And here is the lady herself. Is this another dragonfly in progress?
No, this is a small one, a little bug.
Oh,
Yes, smaller one.
they're fantastic. They've been really popular at the show. I've seen flocks of dragonflies. They do some beautiful baskets. And I love the different tones in the willow. And here are the dragonflies that I've been spotting everywhere. And they do wands for £1. And it's hard to resist the star bunting. Oh, also worth noting that they do kits ready to go as well. Dragonfly kits. What does it say? Fully illustrated with colour photographs and detailed step-by-step instructions. That's fantastic. And wouldn't these make perfect project baskets as well for your yarn?
One, the small wardrobe in hall one. I looked at so much when I tried it on at a show 3 years ago, but I went straight and I bought. Because it's amazing, it's practical, and you can do a high kick, because you never know when you need to do one of those, and it's got practical pockets. You know, if you can't even do it on brand or transportation. Very good. And the best thing about them, there's a zip at the bottom. Anybody that has worn dungarees, if you have a zip at the bottom, you don't have to get naked. Some people just don't understand that, you know. She is representing the Wool and Silk Art Studio, stand R15 in Hall 2. And I am also wearing one of her kimonos, and these are wet felted Mule kimono. Now this one has fabric, but it isn't sewn. It's actually the fabric is felted into it. Now Svetlana runs courses on how to make these kimono jackets, which are reversible. So you have a jacket which runs it's a vertical jacket, so you can hand dress. Very, very seamless. So if you want to make one, you can come and make one just in 2 days. But I would like to start with scarves. They are amazing. So simple, beautifully done, here on a cold winter night when I wanted to snuggle up on the couch and stay cozy.
Okay, I have found the Woolly Tangle, who is a new to me dyer, so I thought I would come and introduce you and show you some of her wares. So what's your name, my lovely?
So I am Tanya,
And where are you from?
originally from the Midlands, but I now live in North Wales,
Okay.
and that's via Yorkshire. So.
I'm originally Stratford-on-Avon,
Ah,
now Barry
okay.
Island.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, all over. So tell me about your lovely stand. What do you do? What makes you unique?
So I have lots of lovely yarn, some of which you've just filmed. In a previous life, I used to be a professional gardener.
Wow.
So I take a lot of my inspiration from plants, flowers. We live on the edge of Snowdonia now, so I've got
Excellent.
a lot of mountains, beaches, forests, that kind of thing. So yeah, lots of squishy, lovely, soft. If it's not soft, it doesn't come on the stall.
Fair enough.
And plenty of project bags and that sort of thing to keep it all under control.
Excellent. So show us a couple of your favourite skeins. What's been selling well? What are you particularly proud of?
Right.
Go
I'm
for
going to
it.
take you into the yak. So actually my jumper is made in the merino yak silk on the DK base.
Okay.
But this is the 4 plies. Now this comes in with a slight grey tone to it.
I've seen it undyed. It is beautiful.
So what it does is it basically softens all of the colours. And it is just so lovely. It's kept me lovely and warm
particularly
all
love this
weekend.
ochre colour.
I've very much gotten into teals and golds the last year or so.
I'm a big fan of teal and golds.
Nice bit of mustard in there as
That's
well.
excellent. And I must say, your project bags look amazing as well.
Thank you very much. So I try and have
Really fun fabric. I particularly like the
I
foxes.
try and have some cute ones. That's a new one.
That's lovely. And the
Really long cute
sheep.
ones.
You've got to have sheep.
We've got to have sheep, haven't we?
And I did also, I hope I'm not going to make people feel unwell by swivelling round. But your tweed project bags are beautiful.
Yes.
Is that Welsh tweed or?
Some of them are. So actually the gold one there, the
Yeah.
cream one, and actually the blue one on the top. And the cream one next to it as well. Actually, yes, are from the Trevru.
Trefru, yeah.
So that's sort of on the next valley to me.
Excellent.
So you have to go round.
That's fine.
And then the other ones are from a mill in Huddersfield,
Okay.
so near where I used to live.
So all good British stuff.
Yeah.
And what about your fabric? You don't normally see fabric
No,
for sale.
with the fabric, I had a grand plan 3 years ago to do accessories, so I bought lots of stock in, and then we had this wonderful little thing called the pandemic,
I remember it.
and I've kind
Yeah.
of refocused on the other side of that. And basically I've bought it to try and find a new home for it.
That's
It's
fine.
It's up for adoption.
Move it on.
Basically.
Oh, brilliant. So are you online via Etsy or have you got your own
I
website?
have my own website. I do have the bags are on Etsy as well, but the bulk of the stock, including the yarn, is at woollytangle.co.uk.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome. Nice to talk to you.
So my friend Jeanette, who shall remain headless by her request, has come to see us for a little show and tell. And look at the pile of fluff that she has bought. This is Hilltop Cloud, which I hadn't seen before. And she's very sensibly bought pairs of things because they can't travel alone. And look at this. Fibres by Knit Run Dig, Shetland from Shetland. And a fibre dyer I keep hearing about, Velvet Sixpence. I might have to go and investigate Velvet Sixpence. But what an amazing haul this is. Good job, Jeanette. I've made it across into Hall 2, I think this is. I've heard wonderful things about Fuffle, which is sort of chocolatey fudge type things. There's so many stalls to look at. I never get round them all, which is always a shame. is packing up time. Jenny is putting her yarn and fibre in her fabulous grey boxes. Thank you, lovely. That was a cameo appearance by Mr. Midwinter Yarns himself, because Cartref is moving from grid wool to racking and wooden boxes. I haven't quite figured out exactly how, but yeah, there'll be a new setup for the next show. So there's a bit of toing and froing with yarn and boxes and all the rest of it. But yeah, it is definitely time to pack up and get on the road. We'll do a little final roundup when we're all packed up. All the vendors are trying to move their vans as close as they can to their part of the shed, so they haven't got to walk as far as all their kit. And we have a fabulous team of volunteers with walkie-talkies, keeping us all safe and efficient. But there's an entire car park of people trying to get out. Jenny's just up there. But luckily my parking spot is pretty close to the halls. So yeah, I'm rearranging stuff so I can hopefully fit some in. I'll dig out the sack barrow, and the gods have smiled upon us. And it's not raining. End of Wonderwool 2023.
Empty stall.
Yeah. It was a good show.
Yeah, it was, and I really enjoyed seeing you today.
Yeah, it was fabulous. Thank you so much if you came to say hello.
Well, and yesterday.
And
I'm talking
yesterday.
about today now.
Yeah.
So.
And we saw people from the Knit Tea retreats. We saw knitted friends that we know from the internet and in real life, and it was fab, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. Another whole year.
Another whole year till we
Until
come
the
back.
next one.
Yeah. It occurred to me I didn't show you the things that I bought. There aren't very many. So I will film a little bit tomorrow. Future me will film and show you what it is that I bought. And you'll have to send me pictures. I know
Steaming up.
we're steaming up
So
our glasses.
I didn't really buy very much at all.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you, it's quite easy. I got a rainbow sheep badge, the official Wonderwool bag, and fudge.
Sensible purchases. I bought a couple of bags, so I bought and some buttons, so that needs a decent showing for the makers.
I mean, not that the maker of the fudge and the bag and that are less worthy, but it's fudge.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're here for the wool, so there's
Pretty
really
much.
no point.
Right, I think we're going to wrestle our last few bits and bobs into the car. I will edit this and get it up in one vlog per day, because otherwise the editing and uploading takes forever and a day. Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, look at my glasses.
Bye. It's Monday morning. I got home last night about 8 o'clock actually, which wasn't too bad, a little bit later. Susan has been by my side ever since. I think she missed me. And yeah, I promised I'd pop back on today and show you the things that I bought. I didn't really have much of a shopping list. Those of you that watched my last podcast, not the daily vlog one, the one before, I showed you my fibre haul that I got from a lady in a car park in Pontypridd. So I really didn't need much of anything. I did want a couple of project bags and some buttons for my little waves cardigan that I was wearing yesterday on the stand. I knitted it out of Cartref yarn in the undyed colourway, Naturiol. And I finished that during lockdown. And I decided that I would wait until I was at a show again to buy buttons to match, because it's hard to tell online, colours vary on monitors and things. So Jenny spotted a ceramic button maker, the one that I interviewed on Sunday in that vlog. And she is buttoned up, handmade porcelain buttons by Buttoned Up. She's on Etsy and on Instagram, and I'll make sure I leave links down below, but there's an example of some of her work. So I bought I needed 5 buttons for my cardigan, so I bought 6 buttons, so I've got a spare one. I bought 4 buttons, hang on a sec, that look like this. Absolutely beautiful ceramic leaf vein buttons. And then I bought 2 buttons with a green leaf on them in 2 different designs. So I'm going to alternate like this. She didn't have enough of the cream leaf ones. She only had 4, so I bought all of those. So I'm absolutely thrilled with those. Like I said, she does sell on Etsy. So I can hear Jim the dog barking to be let back in. Give me 1 second. The other thing I wanted was a couple of project bags. The first one I bought, I spotted this stand on Friday night when Jennie and I were setting up, and it was a stand right next to the show office, and I've been after a proper sweater sized project bag. I've got my big sheep bag from Elder Craft, which is sweater size, but that's in use. That's got the navy cardigan that we're not talking about in it. So I wanted another one for the Cartref jumper that you will have seen me knitting on the stand, which I don't think I've talked to you about yet. Anyway, so this is a gorgeous project bag. Look at the size of it. I could fit my head in here. And it is by Cassiopeia Yarns. It's the size large. It's 100% Pima cotton and machine washable. I love that it has these peacocks on, and their tails, let me make that focus. I don't think you can tell, but the tails are metallic. Gorgeous. Nice big handles on the top. It's a drawstring. Whoop. And it's quite lightweight. For a sweater bag, I don't want it really structured. I like it lightweight so that when it's not in use, it can properly be tucked away. Oh, there's a better leaflet. She does yarn, fibre, bags and accessories. CassiopeiaYarns.co.uk, and I think she's on Etsy as well. And then the inside of the bag has a cream lining, which is my favourite, so you can always see where everything is. It has an internal pocket that's divided into 2, so one larger and one smaller. It has a little D-ring hook. Focus on the right thing, please, phone. With a little decorative tassel and a cat standing on a branch charm, so you can put stitch markers and things like that on there. Yeah, and it's absolutely enormous. It's a really large size, and I'm thrilled with it. So that was my Saturday purchase. And then again, on yesterday's vlog, I had a chat with the lady from the Woolly Tangle, who was a new to me dyer, and she had some beautiful project bags. She was talking to us about them. There she is, the Woolly Tangle. Again, I'll link it all down below. And she mentioned that some of the tweed bags were made with fabric sourced from Throwover Woolen Mill in Wales. So I bought one of her small sock-sized ones. Carrying handle, nice metal clip, really solid zip. No internal pocket, but again, a nice bright white lining. This is a sturdier interlining, which is great because this is going to be for socks. I'll probably put my work sock project in there. I've got DPN cozies, and they're too much faff. I just like a bag with a decent lining to it, and a combination of the lovely orangey tweed, a bit of interlining, and the white lining itself means it'll keep my needles nice and safe. That was it. So my 2 lovely project bags and my beautiful buttons for my cardigan. So yeah, small purchases, but I'm really happy with them. Okay, that really is the end of the Wonderwool vlogs now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed following along on our adventures, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment or click subscribe to the channel, and it really helps me grow my audience. Okay, I will see you soon. Bye.